Pebbles Kid Stories.
The Fox and the Stork. Long time ago, a fox and a stork were very good friends. One day, the fox called the stork at home for lunch. When the stork arrived, the lunch was ready on the table. There were 2 plates of soup. The fox started drinking his soup fast. But the stork, he could not drink soup because his beak was too long and the plate was too shallow. The fox said, "Why are you not drinking? Don't you like my soup?" The stork said, "The soup is good, but I am not hungry." The stork was very angry and he left from there. After a few days, the stork invited the fox over for dinner. When the fox arrived, the dinner was ready. And there were 2 tall jugs of soup on the table. "What's the matter, fox? Why aren't you drinking the soup? Don't you like my soup?" The fox was very angry. He said, "How can I drink the soup? I cannot even put my mouth into this tall jar." The stork looked at the fox. The fox realized what he had done to the stork a few days ago. Both of them said sorry to each other and became friends again. The moral of the story is, you must always treat others the way you want them to treat you. The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, there was a prince who wanted to marry. He was looking for a beautiful princess. He traveled all around the world. He met many princesses, but he did not find the one he was looking for. One evening, there was a terrible storm. There was thunder and lightning. In middle of the storm, there was a knock at the gates of the castle. Knock, knock. There was a beautiful girl standing at the gates. Water was dripping from her hair and her clothes. But she proudly stood there saying she was a princess. When the queen heard this, she quickly came up with a plan to check whether the girl was really a princess. She went up to the bedroom and put a pea on the bed. She put 20 more mattresses on top of it. This is where the girl slept for the night. The next day, they asked the girl how she had slept. The girl said, "Honestly, I could not sleep very well. I felt as if there was a hard bump I was lying on. My entire body is paining." This was the sign everyone was looking for. Now they understood that the girl was a real princess because she could feel the pea lying under 20 mattresses. Only a princess with such delicate skin could have felt that. The prince smiled and asked her to marry him. Finally, he got the girl he was looking for. They got married and lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is, you can judge a person by his behavior. The Ugly Duckling. One hot summer day, a mother duck's eggs started to crack and hatch, and small ducklings appeared one by one. "Quack, quack, quack, quack," they cried. But one of them was different. This little duckling was very cheerful and would happily join all the games that his brothers and sisters would play. But sadly, they didn't want to play with him. He could not understand why nobody liked him. Until one day, he saw his reflection in water. "I am so ugly. That is why nobody likes me." He decided to run away from home. On his way, he met a woman. The woman took him home and fed him. But her cat and hen treated him very badly. So the duckling decided to leave the woman's house. Winter came and the duckling was all alone and freezing. A man saw the duckling and brought him home. The man would treat him really nice, but the children troubled him. They jumped and shouted and ran all over the place. So the duckling had to escape. At last, spring came, and the duckling was very happy to swim again. One day, when he was swimming, he saw a swan and fell in love immediately. But he remembered that he was very ugly. With this thought, he bowed his head in sadness. And what did he see in the reflection? Over the winter, he had turned into a beautiful swan. Now I understand. My brothers and sisters are ducklings, but I am a swan. He swam towards the beautiful swan. Soon they got married and lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is, you should never judge anyone based only on their appearance. The Wise Mother. Once upon a time, there lived a Brahmin in a village with his mother. One day, he was traveling to another village for some work. He got ready to leave. His mother said, "Son, why are you traveling alone? Take someone with you." The son said, "I know that I have to travel through the jungle, but there is nothing to be scared of. There are neither any wild animals nor are there any thieves in the jungle." The mother said, "It would be better if someone went along with you." The son said, "Do not worry, mother, and don't be afraid. I will go and come back tomorrow after I finish my work." Yet the mother was not so sure. So she went outside the house near a pond and caught a crab. She gave the crab to her son and said, "Son, take this crab along with you." To make his mother happy, the Brahmin took the crab. He kept the crab with some camphor balls which were kept in the bag. After that, he took his bag and left for the journey. It was hot summer. After some time, the Brahmin got really tired, and therefore he decided to take some rest under a huge tree. He ate his food and went off to sleep. A snake lived in the trunk of the tree. After some time, he came out and saw the Brahmin. He also saw the bag next to the Brahmin. The snake could smell the camphor inside the bag. Snakes are known to be fond of the smell of camphor. The snake slipped inside the bag and started eating the camphor balls. Looking at this, the crab got really angry and attacked the snake. And finally, he killed the snake. After some time, the Brahmin woke up and he looked at his bag. What did he see? He saw a snake lying dead near his bag. The Brahmin said to himself, "This crab has saved my life from the snake. I thank him from the bottom of my heart." The Brahmin truly felt that we should always listen to our mother. The moral of the story is, we should always listen to our elders. The Wolf and the Crane. One day, a wolf was having fish for his lunch. Suddenly, a tiny piece of bone got stuck in his throat. He tried to swallow it, but he could not. It was paining very badly. So he ran out for help. On his way, he saw a bear. He asked the bear, "Can you please help me? I would do anything for you." The bear said, "I would love to help you, but my paws are too big." Then he met a fox. He said to the fox, "Fox, can you please help me? I am in a lot of pain." The fox said, "Open your mouth." When he looked inside, the bone was deep inside the throat and he could not reach it. Next, he met a crane. He asked the crane, "Dear friend, Can you please help me? Please remove this piece of bone from my throat. I will give you anything that you want. The crane asked the wolf to open his mouth as wide as he could. He put his long beak inside the throat and quickly removed the bone. The crane said, "Dear friend, you said you would give me anything if I helped you. So where's my gift?" The wolf laughed and said, "You have already received your gift. You put your head into a wolf's mouth and you are still alive. That's the biggest gift you would ever get." The moral of the story is you should always help only those who deserve it. The dedication of Eklavya. Eklavya was a young boy living with his tribe deep inside the forest. His aim in life was to become the finest archer in the world. He wanted to become a student of Guru Dronacharya. When he asked about it, he was refused due to the low status of his birth. Despite this, Eklavya created a statue of Guru Dronacharya and practiced archery every day in front of it. Soon he became a skilled archer. One day, when Guru Dronacharya learnt about this, he was afraid that a tribal boy would surpass his best student Arjun. So he called Eklavya and asked him to donate his right thumb as Guru Dakshina. Without any hesitation, Eklavya cut off his right thumb and gave it as Guru Dakshina to Guru Dronacharya. But after that day, he was unable to become the best archer in the world. But even today, he is praised for the Guru Dakshina that he gave and is also remembered as a devoted student. The moral of the story is always love and respect your teachers.
Pebbles Kid Stories.